Crunchyroll Expo is coming up in San Jose, California, August 30th through September 1st. Tickets are on sale right now at visitcrx.com, and you'll want to go there if you're an anime fan. Not only will the crew behind Mob Psycho 100 be there, and they're going to premiere a new OVA for that anime, but Flow, the same band that sang Battle of Gods' Hero song, will be performing live at this event. The website is, once again, visitcrx.com, visitcrx.com. All the information about this event is there. All right, so Real to Real and I have been doing these wacky little Dragon Ball Super plot pitches for the next Dragon Ball Super movie coming out, in a couple years or whenever it comes out. And I thought it would be fun to kind of ask the community back earlier this month for them to come up with their own sort of wacky plot theory. So on this video, I want to have, basically I'm going to go to the Geekdom 101 Facebook here. That's facebook.com/Geekdom101 and ask the people, all of you, your ideas. Now we have 316 comments. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get to all of them, but I'm going to go through as many as I can here and give my thoughts on the fans plot pitches for Dragon Ball Super Movie 2. We're going to get some great ideas here, and maybe some bad ones, and maybe some funny ones. Let's do it. We're going to start with Justin Andrews right here at the top. Clashing universes, full-scale war. The universes that were not indeterminate. You bring the strongest beings to Universe 7 in hopes of destroying it, dissatisfied with how Goku was able to achieve UI the way he did. Well, not a bad idea. I like the idea of the multiple universes having a giant war, but they would have to really give a reason as to why, because remember, they were happy with how Goku had progressed and whatnot, the guys that didn't compete. So it would be one of those things. But, it could be done. It could be like maybe they were manipulated or something. Alexis Lunari Strife writes, I was thinking since the heavy hitters are out crossing universes and shattering dimensions, maybe have a movie that takes place during the Tournament of Power that shines some light on the minor characters that were left on Earth. Like maybe a wizard from another universe came looking for Majin Buu and instead finds Oob, and sensing the Majin energy from Kid Buu, tries to awaken it and make Oob evil, and the remaining characters on Earth have to stop him or something along that line to show Oob's strength before Goku trains him at the end of ZZ. That's not going to work because nobody has any idea who Oob is. Nobody does except for Goku. And the gods and whatnot, like Kami and them, and Vegeta does too, but nobody else knows. None of the humans have any idea, so that's not gonna work. You got to go back and watch those last 3 episodes to really get context on the Oob thing. Carlos Reyes says the boys get curious about their Saiyan heritage because of their grandparents' day at school, so they gather the Dragon Balls and wish for Shenron to bring back their grandparents back to life, resurrecting Bardock, Gine, King Vegeta, and the Queen. Then King Vegeta, in his hubris, wishes back every Saiyan that ever lived. That's one of those things that's been talked about for so many years. Like, what if they brought back Planet Vegeta? It's been a discussion that fans have wanted for a very long time. So I think it's total freaking fan service, but not bad fan service. Remember, not all fan service is bad if it's entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Kane Ortiz writes, Goten and Trunks actually have a birthday. Well, I don't know if that's going to be an entire plot for a movie, but okay, not now. All right, let's see here. Dan Groves writes, I think the next movie or arc of the TV revival should be either slightly retconning the Z ending or memory wipe of the gods and God power to realign with the Z ending. I don't think the Z ending is affected by Dragon Ball Z. I'm sorry, by Dragon Ball Super, except that characters are a lot stronger, and the Bulma 5-year thing, where she tells Goku she hadn't seen him in 5 years. Other than that, it can make sense because Goku was holding back against Oob, and even now in the manga, we found out that Oob is actually a lot stronger than we thought. So there's not really a need to do that. Richard Vela says, Gohan, realizing he can be both a scholar and a fighter, asks Whis to train him in the time chamber so that he can exceed his dad and challenges Beerus after the training is over. Is that going to work for a whole movie? No. For a TV arc, I think that could work. Short-term arc, small arc. For a movie, though, you have to remember that you have to incorporate all the characters and have like an actual storyline. Well, not all of them, because Broly didn't do that, but Goku and Vegeta have to be in this movie, and you haven't written anything for Goku, so he has to have something to do in the movie. He is the main character, after all. Justin Cantu says, Frieza's recruitment of Cooler. With all the knowledge King Cold had of the God hierarchy and Cooler being the eldest, he would have more knowledge of the other universes. Possibly. In a flashback sequence, it shows Cooler traveling to another universe using a prototype device from Cold technology in an attempt to conquer it. I like this idea already. See, Joseph put a lot of thought into this, and I like it. Let me keep going, though. But ends up ultimately captured. Being in prison for years, he refuses to let his brother surpass him in strength and in turn discovers mental training years before Frieza. Frieza tracks him down and purposely gets captured in order to get to his containment facility, suppressing his power to avoid a similar containment. He eventually finds Cooler, turns golden, and releases him. With them both, they rampage through the guards and destroy the place. In the aftermath, Frieza fills him in on everything, and they both head back to Universe 7 for a 2-on-2 battle against the Saiyans. Well, remember, Broly's there too. So maybe if they go get Frost, it could be a 3-on-3 battle. If Frost is willing to work with them. Remember, Frost and Frieza aren't exactly the best of friends after what happened to TOP. Thank you so much, Justin. Great, well thought out answer. Joseph Mojica, History of the Gods, a backstory of the beginnings of the multiverse, how the hierarchy of Zeno, the Grand Priest, and the angels, gods of destruction, and Kais came to be. I think that works better for a TV special. In my opinion, like the Bardock special and the Trunks special. You know, I've talked about this in the past. Those are not movies. They're TV specials. And they take place in different times, not in like the current timeline. You know, obviously Bardock's in the past and Trunks in the future, alternate timeline. So that kind of story I think works in that aspect more. I actually wish they took that filler from the anime of Majin Buu. You know that filler episode where they show Buu absorbing the Kais? That should have been its own special, in my opinion. Let me know down below if you agree with me. I think you will, or I hope you will. Daniel Fountain says something regarding the previously erased universes that would have brought back to do the TOP ending. I don't really understand what you're trying to say there. One of the universes having some new foes residing in them that tried some omniversal domination, including the God of Destruction and its angel forcing Beerus and Whis into action together for the first time. Well, that already I like, because we have not seen Beerus and Whis really get serious, and everybody wants to see that if you ask me. Or something in the lines of Frieza going looking for Cooler and finds him in Universe 6 taking over Planet Sadala. You know, the Cooler thing is really, people really want Cooler. And that's okay. I don't blame you. I love Cooler. Kaba finds a way to get a hold of Champa to ask for help, but he declines. But Vados, behind Champa's back, sends him to Universe 7 to find Vegeta for help, finding him training with Goku and Broly. I like it. I like this idea, Daniel. Thank you. I really do. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Of course, be sure to leave your own ideas in the comments as well. Elliot Maglio, with Gohan falling ill mysteriously, things get dark as neither the off-screen Human Hospital nor the Capsule Corp facilities can seem to find the source. Sounds like what happened to Pan in that one episode, but I'll keep going. While more adventures and nonsense continue among Goku, Vegeta, Broly, and Frieza, it's discovered through a wacky lab accident caused by none other than Dr. Brief's cat that Cell implanted a microchip into Gohan during the Cell games that has been gathering information and growing this entire time. He chose Gohan for his chip after hearing about the ultimate potential from Goku, and even though Gohan died and was wished back during the Buu arc, the chip came back with him because he was restored to as he was for the destruction. TLDR, evil Cell Gohan Android hybrid. Y'all can fill in the rest. I love it. I'm not going to lie. It might need a little bit of tweaking here and there, but this idea that Cell implanted a microchip, I mean, he's way too narcissistic to do that, but at the same time, you know, that would be cool and it would be smart. I like it. I really like it. Evil Gohan's never been done before. Beerus on his way, this is from Alvin Durama, Beerus on his way to becoming the best nanny there is and Piccolo's position's in danger. We get some sweet montage of them both and they duke it out. Who will be the omnipotent babysitter, Beerus or Piccolo? Find out more on the next Dragon Ball Sitters. Fantastic, bro. I'm down. Wacky. Dale Mangrum writes, a deity revival was brought back when Android 17 made the wish to bring back the universes. I talked about that in the video like a year ago, about the consequences of 17's wish. So check that video out. It's in the After Dragon Ball Super playlist. But I'll keep going with your idea because we're kind of on the same wavelengths here. This deity was a previous god of destruction and wants revenge on the Omni King, but when he finds out about Goku, he goes after him first to destroy his newfound appreciation for mortals. Okay, that could work. I like it. I actually like that idea. It's like Zamasu, but probably a little bit better if they execute it right. Bob Brooks writes, some being manages to corrupt the power of the Dragon Balls without anyone's knowing. Bulma or someone goes to make a wish and turns the whole world upside down. After the wish is made by the balls, they don't disappear but remain active. Pilaf and the gang discover this, steal them, and cause worldwide shenanigans. Bulma goes on a quest with Vegeta to find the source and fix it. It could work, but I think that works more for a TV mini arc than a movie. You know, a movie needs to be a bit more grandiose, I think. Also, you're kind of borrowing some ideas from the Shadow Dragons, which I am perfectly fine with. The idea of the Dragon Balls coming back to haunt them, like the use of the Dragon Balls, has always been one that I liked about GT. So you kind of rebooting that in a way works for me. Brett Hovland. Piccolo, once a formidable foe, wants a power to be reckoned with alongside Goku, gets an itch for power. Not to be left in the dust, he inquires the advice of Beerus, his great elders, and of course Goku. Hearing of this journey to gain power and knowledge to fight alongside Goku once more, Krillin and Tien decide to tag along in Piccolo's quest for power. See, I like this so far because he's taking the characters that haven't really done much and giving them, stuff to do, and I like that. I will continue now. The pride of the Z Fighters to be of help once again comes to light. The elders, gods, and Kais inform them of the potential leads. The path they must take is soon realized to be perilous, full of devotion and heavy discipline that they never expected. The training is both extremely demanding, mentally tough, and seemingly impossible. An elder Namekian god can unlock such power, but the tasks, training, and prerequisites may be their last. Bonds are tested, bonds are formed. Will they achieve the overwhelming power, or will they forever sit on the bench, their powers lost through time as insignificant? First of all, you should be writing like promos for the back of Blu-rays and whatnot, bro, because that sounds like you literally wrote, if this movie ever gets made, which it probably won't, unfortunately, I wish it would, you wrote the back of the press release for the movie, you know what I'm saying, the back part where they give you the summary, and I like it how you didn't give away everything, I really like that idea to give the characters something to do. Now, Kirsten Odom wrote some really epic stuff here. Multiple timelines collide together and they have to find the Dragon Balls from each timeline and grant the same wishes at once. Ooh, but have the one of the timelines be where Goku never got the heart disease. Okay, I mean, that could work, but the idea of like clashing timelines is kind of what Heroes has done, but seeing it in a full-length theatrical, well-animated movie would be crazy. That would be madness, dude. That would be total madness. King Brian Priestley writes, I'm telling y'all it's Frieza and Cooler. They're going to team up and fuse together as new King Cold. It doesn't work that way, dude. You can't fuse and become a different person that already exists. Like Goku and Vegeta can't fuse to become Bardock. It doesn't work that way. They find Broly. Broly folds Frieza. Frieza barely makes it alive just to be friended by his brother. Cooler brings Frieza back to health, and Frieza teaches Cooler how to become golden. They fuse and become Platinum King Cold. I wouldn't call him King Cold, bro. Again, fusion doesn't work that way. Ricky RJ says a new villain gets the Super Dragon Balls and wishes for all dead beings across the universe to be revived and for universes to be merged to one giant universe, universal free for all. I love it. I did something similar, and we talked about something similar in the Janemba video I did with Real to Real, except what we didn't do is your idea of merging everything into one giant universe. People have talked about that and the possibility of that happening at the end of Dragon Ball Super, the first run. So maybe, I don't know. Let's see here. So Sandos Hassan writes, after Mortal Arc, Goku went with Whis to continue his training. Another android shows himself in front of Vegeta. He's Android 15, the one that was hidden on another lab that Dr. Gero used earlier. Sounds like the Super Android 13 movie. He was human, but you're retconning it. I get it. 15 was a human like 17 and 18, though he could collect human cells as well. He's a better version of Cell, though Dr. Gero, and I'm using Gero because that's his Japanese name. Jiro is what they call him in the dub, but Gero is the right way to say it. Abandoned him because he didn't wake up no matter what. After that, Vegeta starts to fight 15, but he's quite immortal, just like Boo and Cell, so he needs to finish him just like Boo or Cell, though he's so strong. Suddenly, Broly shows up. Well, you got to tell me more than that, bro. You didn't tell me the whole movie, but that's okay. Dragon Ball Super movie, Big Five. This is from Chris Taylor. This movie will be about the top 5 fighters in the multiverse, but in particular, Goku and Vegeta meets the 5th strongest fighter and battles him for the chance to claim his spot. Love it. It's simple and effective, and I think we need to write more, but so far I like that premise. Oscar Palacios, I've always said that it would be cool to get either a miniseries, saga, or even movie. Doesn't have to be theatrical release or Hear Me Out. Goten and Trunks having adventures on the island that 17 had them guard, and while they're doing ranger-like missions, a group of poachers attempt to disrupt the wild left, and none other than the Red Ribbon Army Reborn. Ooh, okay. Just so you know, they did something like this in Dragon Ball Online with the Red Pants Army. I might do a video on that, but I don't know if anybody even cares about that. I love that kind of stuff. I love Dragon Ball lore, but I don't know how many fans really care about that kind of stuff. I love it though. But anyways, back to your plot synopsis. So we'll get a not so significant and not overly powerful boss, but gives Goten, Trunks, and even Gotenks enough trouble that they have to help from none other than Majin Buu and the people's champ Hercule, Mr. Satan. It'll give more of a chance to let sub characters get more screen time. Personally, Gotenks is part of my favorite characters, but has been put on the shelf in Super thanks to lack of development outside of Goku and Vegeta. True. Anyways, those are my 2 cents. I'd love to hear your take on this on your channel. I've thought about something like this for years now, and I know highly unlikely, but I'd love to see it put in a manga, miniseries, or even a movie. I thought it'd be cool for other characters to finally get some recognition in Super. No, you're very, very good point. Very good idea. I don't know how popular Gotenks is, though. I've noticed a lot of fans do not like Gotenks, or at least the Gotenks fight. But I would be okay with this, but I don't know if it could work for a movie. It does seem to work better for a manga arc or a TV arc. Because remember, with movies, you have to have Goku. Well, you really don't have to, but Goku should be in there. And you have to understand, Toei's not going to market a movie without Goku. At least to my knowledge, they won't, even though I think they should. But I like the idea. Trust me, I'm all for side characters getting the spotlight. That could actually be a subplot in a movie while you have another thing going on with the main guy. So you could do that as part of a movie. Wilson Rodriguez says Goku and Piccolo return to driving school to finally get their driver's license. After an enormous battle against the road and driving instructor, all seems lost when suddenly Goku taps into the power of Ultra Instinct. That's wacky, even though I'm pretty sure they said in Z, only in the anime, that Goku did get the license after a while. I think they said that. He definitely drives. Shane Greenwood. I know who you are. Should I give away who he is? Nah, I'm not going to do that because I know who he is. Long ago, the gods of destruction of 18 universes came together to imprison a formidable enemy, Bojack. Oh, you're rebooting Bojack. Okay. The events of the TOP opened the gate for his return. After defeating everyone, it's left to Gohan, who has to succeed in his different method in order to defeat Bojack and his universal pirates. Different method. I guess he's talking about, like, Gohan tapping into his own power. I love it. It's like a reboot of Bojack, and Gohan fans would go nuts, bro. You just got a like from Kagari and Mozilla. Michael Shane, not to be confused with the wrestler Michael Shane. I like this guy. I like Michael Shane. As much as I hate recycled content, I am curious to know what it would be like if this movie sort of rehashes the events of the final chapters of Z and we see Oob learn who he was. But also having knowledge of the Super Dragon Balls because of Goku, he gets curious and uses the Earth Balls to wish Evil Boo back because he feels a connection. Like he's always felt something was missing. Well, you'd have to learn about Evil Boo a lot more. And Goku would have to tell him. Boo taps into some kind of power that rivals the gods, mollywops the Z Fighters again, absorbs Oob, gains some semi-perfect form from it like Cell, and as well as etiquette and speech. Oh, so it's like a new Kid Boo. Interesting. Goes to Zuno, learns that he has a counterpart in Universe 6. Ooh, I like that. I like that twist. Okay, you got me with the Zuno here. We haven't seen that dude in a while. Okay, absorbs him and becomes perfect. In my own words here, I don't want it to be perfect. It's been done with Cell. Yeah, he's talking about he's going to absorb the Universe 6 symbiote, for lack of a better term, and become this new version of Boo, Ultra Boo. I don't know. We'll come up with a name later. Because of the universal threat and the gods of destruction and Kais have to get involved as well as other universes because he wishes for immortality to be continued. Come on, bro. You're going to leave me hanging like that? Great premise. I'm not for bringing villains back all the time, but it's not. If we're going to do something like this, I'm okay with it. Okay, this will be the last one here from Blake. He writes, I'll repost mine from last night. Death of the Frieza clan. Frieza goes searching for his brother Cooler and tells him that the monkeys killed their father and shows him his golden form. Then they go to Universe 6 to get Frost and Train. Okay, I talked about this before. This could work. Flash forward, and Champa and Vados are contacting Whis and telling him that the three have wiped out almost all Saiyans in Universe 6. Goku and Vegeta are training with Broly, teaching him how to control and use his strength. Whis tells them what's up, and they travel to Universe 6, track the other three, and after some words, the battle ensues. Back and forth battle so the Saiyans know their true new powers, each with his own different transition. Or do you mean transformation? Broly has legendary form. He has control over it while fighting Frost, who has achieved golden form. That's very powerful. Goku hasn't mastered Ultra Instinct, but after almost losing, he triggers it again to defeat Looker? You mean Cooler. Vegeta has fully mastered Blue Evolution, and after an epic battle, Frieza is defeated. Ooh, you're going to have Vegeta kill Frieza. Yeah, that's a lot of people are going to like that one. Goku still wants to let them live, as does Broly. Broly mainly because Goku helped them even after their battle. Yeah, true. But Vegeta defies Goku, cheap-shotting him and using the epic Final Flash, kills Frieza, taking the other two also, finally getting his revenge on the tyrant known as Frieza. I think Big Bang Attack would work better because Final Flash takes time to charge, and if he's up there with his hands out charging it, Goku could do something to stop it, like teleport them out or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would use a different technique to kill them, a faster one. Big Bang Attack is quick, you know what I mean? Final Flash takes time to charge. But other than that, I like the idea. It would be madness to see this on the big screen, and I am cool with it. Anyways, that will do it for this video. Again, if you want to check it out over on facebook.com/geekdom101, there's a lot of other ones, and I haven't gone through all of them yet. Oh, it's going to take a while because there's 300 of them, but check it out, and we always have fun over there on that page. Thank you again, as always, for your continued support. I love you guys, and I will see you in the very near future.